everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, and I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank you all in advance. But on tap on this episode, we are tasting and reviewing a limited release beer from Sierra Nevada Brewing, and they are located in Chico, California. So this beer is a spin on their popular Torpedo Extra IPA. So what is this beer? Well, this is their CRYO FRESH Torpedo. The CRYO FRESH Torpedo. Now, I'm going to get the stats out of the way, and then I'm going to explain a little bit about this beer. So this beer is a wet hop IPA. This beer clocks in at 7% ABV, and it's got an IBU of 45, and it is made with 3 types of hops, and those hops are CRYO FRESH Citra, CRYO FRESH Mosaic, and CRYO FRESH Simcoe. Now, what does all that mean? Well, number one, when hops are first harvested, they are referred to as wet hops, and that is just because the hops have not been dried. Now, through a patented cryogenic process, that process separates the hop cone from the goodness inside, from the lupulin, which is in the center of the hop. Now, the lupulin contains all the aromas and all the flavors. Now, once that's done, they freeze the hops at sub-zero temperatures, and because of that, those hops can still be referred to as wet hops at any time because technically they have not ever been dried. They're just frozen in time. So, with all that info, a lot of info going on. With all that, I think it's time to crack this open because now I'm really thirsty. So let's do this. CRYO FRESH Torpedo. And here we go. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Oh, just a little pop of smoke off that one. Now, let's get a nice CRYO FRESH pour, whatever that means. Clunk, 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 clunk in the glass. That should do it. Now, CRYO FRESH, baby. Let's look at that color. Okay. Color-wise, nothing spectacular. Very similar. It is, it's a darker shade of orange. We have a just under 1 finger veil of slightly off-colored white carbonation. It has actually an orange hue to the carbonation. Now, let's give this a swirl and let's see if how the lupulin, see if those aromas and flavors let's see if they're intensified from this process. So, nose number 1, here we go. What do we got? Ooh, okay. So right off the bat, a little bit of dankness, a little bit of, there's an herbal quality coming off this. Very interesting. We are also getting slight hint of pepper, which is a little unexpected. And one more. There's a slight bit of citrus kind of poking its nose through. Very interesting. Now, I don't know if they're intensified, but that's what I'm getting. Now, here we go. It's a moment of truth. Now I'm going to swirl. And let's give this CRYO FRESH a sippity sip. And I will say, that foam, that's a thick head of foam. It's not because I swirled it. That is a thick head of foam. But here we go. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Let's give this one a sippity sip. Let's prost to the CRYO FRESH process and prost to Sierra Nevada. Here we go. Sip number 1, baby. Prost! Full-bodied beer, which I was kind of expecting, but it is on a lower spectrum of a full body, but it's definitely full-bodied. Now, flavor-wise, whoa. Oh, yeah, the flavors are really opening up and hitting me now on the back end. Holy moly. So, yeah, let's take another sip. Okay, for starters, a little bit of grapefruit coming through on the front end. A little bit of grapefruit. We're also getting a little bit of apricot. There is also there's a slight bit of dankness. Not much, just slight bit of dankness. A little herbal quality That, you know, it's kind of finishing with a little herbal quality. This is very interesting beer. You know, so interesting. I'm taking another sip. Why not? Hey, it's open. Hey, here we go. Another sip. Yeah, there's also kind of a honey sweetness that's, you know, rounding everything out. Yeah, this one is a little unique. Like I said, I don't know if they succeeded in what they tried to do. I'm assuming they did. But I'm not 100% sure because I've never really had a beer that used this process before. But I don't know if everything's being intensified, but it's definitely imparting some unique flavors. Yeah, let's give it another sip. See if it opens up anymore. Yeah, there's also almost a little bit of sharp pine needle poking its nose through. I mean, I didn't expect this beer to have this much going on, especially, I mean, I know it's part of their Torpedo series, but you could probably this could be a separate beer all on its own, because it's some similarities to the Torpedo, but not that much. So with that, I'm going to take another sip. Now, what would I give this on the pint-o-meter? I mean, this is a unique beer. Yeah, and you know, you can check out my reviews of some of the other, well, the original Torpedo and some of the other variants of the Torpedo, and yeah, I'll leave a link in the description section down below so you kind of get an idea of what those are about. But yeah, this is a definitely unique one. I think I'm going to give this beer, I mean, even at 7%, no alcohol aftertaste, and it's not even drinking that bitter at all. I mean, I thought this might be on the bitter side. It's not. There's a hint of bitterness, but it's not overly bitter. I'm going to give this beer an 8. I mean, it's unique. I'm assuming, you know, they got what they want. I'm not 100% sure, but it's unique beer, and it's got some unique aromas, some unique flavors, some Monique and unique flavors. But yeah, I'm going to stick with my number on that, and I recommend everyone go out and pick up their variety pack, their 12-bottle variety pack. That's where this was available. Yeah, cool beer here, man. Cool beer. Definitely different. And with all that, I'm taking one more quick sip. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubsavapinting.com, and the blog, which is www.pubsavapinting.blogspot.com. And with that, I'm raising my little, well, wine glass. But it still works. But we will see y'all in the next episode. So raise that pint, baby. Cheers, prost, and enjoy.